The case is significant because although there have been literally thousands of similar cases filed against drug manufacturers, this was the first case to actually proceed to trial. And the judge yesterday issued a ruling, there was no jury in the case, that Johnson & Johnson, the consumer products giant, was liable for the damage that the opioid crisis has caused in Oklahoma and ordered a payment of $572 million. I think what's important looking ahead is both how this case might shape other cases that are pending. Most of them have been consolidated before a federal judge in Ohio, and also what that money will be used for. That will be very important looking ahead. I talked to some people on the front lines dealing with the opioid crisis in Oklahoma, and they say that the needs are desperate for housing, for treatment facilities, for testing, all these different kinds of services that people need in Oklahoma, and whether or not that $572 million will actually be enough. Something else significant about this case is a lot of legal experts are closely watching because Oklahoma pursued this action under the state's public nuisance law, which basically alleges that these companies created a public nuisance in Oklahoma that needs to be abated. Now, that kind of law is typically used for things like a bar that's too rowdy and it bothers the neighbors, or maybe a company is discharging pollution into a waterway that's used by the public. So this was kind of a unique legal tactic that's being closely watched. Moving ahead, there will be a lot of interest to see how this might shape settlement discussions between municipalities, tribal nations, cities against drug companies and drug distributors for the same thing.